Well, the House was not in session today, but the Texas Senate was. The upper chamber gave final approval to a handful of bills, including some controversial ones.
Yeah, the Senate is moving quickly in this second special session. Senators took the final vote to pass 6 bills today that include making it easier for police to withhold certain records, giving the Attorney General's office more power to prosecute election crimes, and banning taxpayer-funded lobbying. And one bill that passed today is getting a lot of attention. Senate Bill 8, the Texas Women's Privacy Act, also known as the bathroom bill. It would require people to use restrooms and locker rooms in public schools and government buildings that match their sex assigned at birth. And it puts similar requirements on prisons and women's violence shelters. Public entities that don't comply would face fines of $5,000 for the first offense and $25,000 each time after that. The Texas Attorney General's office would enforce that law. State Senator Mays Middleton, who you see there, authored the bill. He says this is about protecting the privacy and dignity of women and children.
Women and girls should never be forced to give up their privacy to men that are pretending to be women. This is common sense. As a dad to a little girl, our daughter should not have to worry about who's in their restroom or their changing room or their locker room.
Well, opponents say the bill will lead to more discrimination and harassment of transgender Texans, and State Senator Judith Zaffirini raised concerns about enforcement.
Nobody wants men in women's restrooms or women in men's restrooms, but this bill is not about that. By tying sex to reproductive anatomy, the bill invites intrusive verification measures that threaten privacy and civil liberties.
Now, the Senate also advanced Senate Bill 10, which would lower how much city and county leaders can increase the tax rate year over year without voter approval, from 3.5% down to 2.5%. Republicans say lawmakers say this will give voters more power, but local leaders say the bill will add more barriers for local governments to do what they need to do to deal with growth. Well, the full Senate has also advanced Senate Bill 6, which is a full ban on THC products.
And all those bills now go over to the House for consideration.